I have a funny Eric Clapton story. I was hanging out one time with Tony Saunders. And Tony Saunders is Merle Saunders' son. Merle, of course, was Jerry Garcia's bass player when Jerry went solo. And Tony told me that Eric Clapton hired him one time to do these sessions down in his island in the Caribbean. And it was Tony and Eric Clapton, Rick Nielsen from Cheap Trick, and the drummer Simon Phillips. And so there's stories I can't share, but there's one story I can share. And Tony Clapton had these boats, and people could take them out and cruise around and stuff during the day, and they'd go out and they'd play at night, they'd jam at night. So Tony went out in one of these boats, and he went out, and all of a sudden he was pretty far out, and he ran out of gas, and he's just floating there in the water, and I don't think he had a radio, and he didn't know what to do. I mean, he was literally drifting out to sea, and all of a sudden, according to him, this boat comes out of nowhere, and he said this stunning woman was piloting the boat. She threw him a line and towed him in, and he was like, I would love to get her number or whatever. And then he turned around to thank her after he got docked. He turned around, the boat was gone.
Imagine that, huh?
Yeah, and then he said, I'll never forget the name of the boat. So what was it? He said, Seraphim. I said, are you kidding me? Seraphim? Wow. And I said, you know what that means? And he says, no. And so I opened up the dictionary, and I read him the definition of seraphim. And, I mean, he literally just, he froze. It was like, oh, my God. I got rescued by an angel. I mean, that was an angel that came and literally towed me. So, apparently there was a lot of interesting stuff that was going on around Clapton on this island. So
it was really interesting.